Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name's Max, and we're here with the first Twitch stream. So I'm excited to get into this one. What's going on? Thought I'd kick this off with some blue white Evoke. No better way to start off the stream than with the newest brew here. So pretty stoked to get into this one. Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up, everyone? Okay, so again, this is the first stream on Twitch. Just gonna be playing a Pauper League. And I thought I should start off with this deck, and it's pretty funny because, of course, today is Sunday. Tomorrow they said there is Pauper ban announcement coming in. So, of course, I'm playing some Pauper right before the ban. Um, and you know what? Somebody's saying, hey, am I able to subscribe? And I don't know anything about Twitch, so I don't know, honestly, how that works. So hopefully you can subscribe. If not, I don't know how to enable it. So yeah, we're new here. Let me go over a quick deck tech and then we'll just get right into a league. Again, there's gonna be bans tomorrow. So I'm planning on actually playing some more Blue White Evoke post ban because I think this deck is gonna be pretty safe. Obviously, we're gonna have to change sideboard cards and change main deck stuff, but this is where we're at today. We still have a bunch of affinity hate, and hopefully we can dodge storm on the last day that it'll be legal. But for those that don't know the deck, just 8 cantrips. The deck is based around these 8 evoke creatures, hence the name Blue White Evoke. And we combo with Angelic Renewal, which brings our creatures back when they die, so you can evoke the creature, then bring it back. And Ephemerate. So you have these 8 cards combo with these 8 cards. You set it up with the 8 cantrips, and then you just have interaction and journey, counter spells, 1 Echoing Truth. The new card I'm trying today is 1 Palace Sentinels. And this actually seems pretty cool to me. It's not only great with Stonehorn Dignitary because you take the Monarch, then you lock them out from attacking, but there's a sweet line where you play Palace Sentinels, you let them take the Monarch, but then before their end step, like on their second main step, on their second main phase, you just ephemerate the Palace Sentinels, take the Monarch back, they don't even get to draw, and then you retain the Monarch. So that's a pretty sweet line, and I think one way to take the Monarch in the main just seems pretty cool. So yeah, it's 4 mana, it's another 4-drop, cut an Archaeomancer for it, still have the Echoing Truth, and that's pretty much it. Still have the 6 hate cards for affinity, so that's a lot. But let's just go into the league. Let's go. Let me see. I think this. I just want to make sure this is saved. Who knows if Magic Online, Pauper League, GOO Evoke. Let's look at the list. Should be good to go. All right, sweet. Yeah, I'm stoked to get into this one too. Hopefully, also, I was gonna say, hopefully our queue times aren't too long because sometimes it's like 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, Magic Online is pretty sketch. All right, don't know how. Paco El Flaco. Okay, what's up? GLHF. All right, let's keep first Twitch stream. Pretty stoked for this. Fairy Seer. Okay. Looks like we're probably up against Mono Blue, but it's Snow Covered Island, so we don't know. So this is why you play Snow Covered Island over Basic Island, because we don't know if it's Mono Blue or Blue Red or Blue Black yet. Just gonna lead Tranquil Cove, and then I could preordain next turn. Maybe should have gone Island preordain to play around Spellstutter Sprite a bit, but I like just playing the tap land. Another preordain. All right, let's start with preordain. If they Spellstutter it, I don't think we can play around it this game. Yeah, this is looking rough. Let's go bottom. Just don't know if I have time for this Dispel this game either. Definitely bottom the island. This is close. I just don't know if we can keep this Dispel. Yes, we can like protect this Moldrifter, but we might just need to evoke this like next turn anyway. I think I just need to bottom and hope to get like more impactful cards here. If they ninja us, we're already in trouble. Cool. Ponder. I mean, I'm still thinking that this is Mono Blue Delver, which is a really close matchup. Yeah, Mono Blue. Cool. Thanks for the follow. Let's go. Man, this hand is just not coming together. I need to just evoke Moldrifter here. Of course, we want to wait till next turn so we can try to ephemerate, but I just don't want to do nothing this turn And maybe we can draw another Mole Drifter. Oh, jeez, just got wrecked. Going down here. So now we need to basically top deck another Mole Drifter, but this game is just looking like we're just getting crushed. So perfect way to start off the stream. Oh man, this is brutal. Okay, even if we draw like, I think we need to draw exactly Mole Drifter. Echoing Truth. They have Spell Stutter Sprite. The thing is, like, Echoing Truth is just not even good here. Like, if I think what I need to do is play Chancery, then they're going to attack, and then I try to Echoing Truth the Ninja, they're going to Spell Stutter that, and then I can try to top deck a Soul of Migration to stabilize. That's like the only thing I can do. But I think this game is over. We're just going to be going to the next game. We just got out tempoed here. Were they all on the play as well? Yeah, they were on the play. Yeah, pretty rough. The 4 spike just obviously wrecked us, but mostly just like they just like out tempoed us, and we just had too many lands here. Yep, flooded on the first game. Classic. Okay, preordain. I didn't even go for the play. I wasn't even paying attention. Just passed through their turn. Okay, we're gonna tighten up here. I think this is just gonna get spell stuttered. Archaeomancer. I don't think this does it. Okay. Okay, there is Moe D, but there's no way we can Moe D Ephemerate. I think I'm just gonna Tranquil Cove, and now I'm gonna try to Echoing Truth, and then next turn maybe just try to hardcast Moe D through Spell Stutter Sprite. But they probably have Counterspell at this point too. Okay, now we're going to go for the Echoing Truth and actually play spells here. Thanks. Okay. Okay, I guess... No, I don't want to Echoing Truth. I want to Echoing Truth before block so that they can't just Ninja the Ninja or something. I think this is what I do. Yeah, they just counter it anyway, of course. Then I take 4, they draw a card. Then I need to just try to resolve this, but if they have another if they have Counterspell, I get wrecked. Another Spell Stutter, maybe I can beat. Classic. This matchup is close though. I think I've played it 2 or 3 times, and I think I've won every time. But the games have been like very, very close. I might have lost once, honestly. It's really, really close. Soul of Migration goes a long way in this matchup. But like I was saying, it's not easy. And we were on the draw there. Okay, I don't like Echoing Truth. I don't actually really like Stonehorn Dignitary. I just want to play flyers and then stop them from attacking that way. But yeah, gotta make them have the counterspell. All right. I think I just keep all the renewals. I could leave in 1 Mole Drifter. I could bring in the negate as well. They're not killing our stuff that much. I do like to cut a late dinner. I really like the renewals because if you resolve renewal, then you can just start evoking all these and they still have to counter them. So I still like that. I think this sideboard plan is decent. Could leave in 1 Stonehorn. Thank you. Let's see. I'm just thinking if I want to leave in 1 Stonehorn over any other card. I guess Palace Sentinels is pretty bad because they just have all these like small flyers. It's just so risky to play the Palace Sentinels. Could play 1 Stonehorn over that. All right. I like this. Let's try it. We have just 4 more counter spells now. Looking good. And we're on the play. All right. Sounds solid. Journey to Nowhere goes a long way in this matchup. I guess I should pull this down a bit just so we can see like if they're mulliganing and stuff. I think that's better. All right. Obviously, we need to draw lands with this hand, but I think it's actually just a fine hand. I can just Journey that right now, or I can leave up Prohibit. I think I'm just going to Journey it. I don't want to be getting hit for 3. and I know I can resolve this. And if I don't draw lands, then I can start to leave up counters. But I think this hand was a keep. Nice, draw land, perfect. And they don't play a spell on 2, it's even better. All right, now this is looking good. Donations not available yet. Again, you can just subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on here. It's the best way to support me for now. Don't worry about like, you know, throwing money my way. Just support me by subscribing and stuff. Okay, they ponder. So they obviously have counterspell or spell stutter spray. Pretty obvious here, land. Nice. Okay. I'm just going to keep doing nothing, passing with prohibit up. If they want to keep passing with counterspells up and just playing slowly, I think that favors me like so much. You're saying, would Chatterstorm need banning at first day of class for banned? Yeah, it would just still be pretty annoying. These storm cards are just so hard to answer, and there's other ways to give it the Squirrel's Haste where it wouldn't be as good, but Chatterstorm has to go. Everyone knew that from like day one. I don't even want to really like Soul of Migration like without Dispel. I want to get to like 6 mana here if I can. So just gonna continue to pass. Hopefully they go for something. I don't even think I need to play that. I'm just gonna pass again. Like it sucks that we're missing a land drop now, but you're saying what are the odds of banning enablers instead of chatter? I think like 0. I think Chatterstorm is like 100% to be banned. I think there's just like no mess around. And Chancery, great draw, nice. Now I'm just gonna go Chancery, bounce Island, and then we hit another land drop next turn. And then now we'll be up to 6 mana, so I could potentially go for Evoke Soul of Migration Ephemerate with this spell backup, but I don't even think I go for that yet. I'm just gonna let this resolve. Yeah, I really want them to play spells here. Okay, we can't counter that, but this is like tapping them lower, so they might not have like double counterspell for our stuff. Okay. Counterspell. I kind of want to just go for Stonehorn Dignitary, and if they go to counter that, I just let that resolve, and then, yeah, maybe I get ninja'd, but then maybe I go for like a nice Soul of Migration on the next turn. I think that's what I'm going to do, and if they just let this resolve, then great, but if I draw one more land, then I can Soul of Migration Ephemerate with double counter backup. And this way, if this resolves, they just don't get to attack this turn. I don't get ninja'd, and I still have counterspell up right now. So I like just taking it even more slowly here. Delver. I could just try to prohibit this and just like, because I'm not going to have enough mana to fight next turn with all my counterspells anyway. So if they fight over this, I'm like so down for this because I want this prohibit to get countered. Like I want them to spend counterspells on this, and if they don't, then I still just get to counter Delver. So all right, this is fun. This is fun. I like hanging out on Twitch here streaming. Okay, so they resolve the Delver again. I'm fine with them using that Force Spike, and there's a Mully D. So might want to just go for that instead of this Soul of Migration, because if I have 4, 5, 6 mana, so if I go for Mully D Ephemerate, I can still have Counterspell backup or Dispel backup. I don't have double counter backup, but I think I'm gonna go for this. It's just I could also just go for Hardcast Mully D with Dispel up. Because if I go Evoke Mully D Ephemerate, and they go Spell Stutter Sprite the Ephemerate, and I go counter that, they could still have another Force Spike. But if I just go cast Mully D, I have Dispel backup, and I still play around Force Spike. If I go for Evoke Mully D into Ephemerate, and they have specifically Spell Stutter Sprite or Counterspell plus Force Spike, I get wrecked. But I think I just go for it. I could always hardcast Soul of Migration next turn. Let's go for this. If they have Counterspell here, I just Dispel it. And then I still play around Force Spike. So I think they might go for Counterspell. They don't. Okay. Let's draw 2 to start. There's a renewal, which will be great. I was trying to dispel my Muldrifter. No, I can try to ephemerate it. And again, they need, okay, they spell Stutter Sprite this, kind of expected. So now if they have the spell Stutter Sprite plus the second Force Spike, I get wrecked. But I guess they could also have Dispel, but okay, nice. Just working. Awesome. Nice. And then I can just cycle Ash Barrens. And then I can go like, I don't even know yet, but I could Renewal into Evoke Soul Migration. I can just Archaeomancer, get back Counterspell. I have like a lot of good lines next turn. I think we're like looking really good in this game now. It's not over, but looking great. We have Ephemerate coming back down as well with the spell backup. So we get to potentially draw even more cards here. Okay, let's go for this. I need to start playing a little bit faster too. Okay, let's target there. Let's pop these out. And they're going for Spell Stutter again. Okay, I can't counter that. But I do have Archaeomancer to get back Ephemerate here if I want. Nice, another one. All right, let's just lead on Renewal. See if they try to counter this. Annul. Interesting that they have Annul. I guess that's pretty good against us, actually. Kind of want to just try to dispel this. Renewal is just so good. Do they have like another Spell Stutter here? They do. Okay. So they successfully dealt with our Renewal, but now we get to like Archaeomancer and kind of quote go off, right? I'm just gonna Archaeomancer and Ephemerate right now, I think. Also, I could Ephemerate the Stonehorn Dignitary, but I mean their attacks aren't even that great. I'd rather just draw cards while I know I can resolve it. Nice. Just F6. Thanks everyone. Like I said, this is fun. Starting off well. I mean, the first game didn't necessarily start off well, but it's just fun hanging out on Twitch with everyone. Opponent tapped out. You love to see it. That is right in this matchup. They're down to 3 cards as well, so we're kind of beginning to bury them in card advantage. And I could have gone for the Flicker. Oh, they're going for Snap on Moe-D. I mean, I think I just let that resolve. Sure. And then I can just like continue to get back Ephemerates, and I can evoke this plus Ephemerate if I want, or just hardcast it. It's just hardcast Moe-D here. I think it's the safest thing. I don't know if I'm playing this perfectly, but I think this is just solid. They counterspell. Okay. They have 1 card left in hand. I kind of want to stop them from attacking here if I can. Then that's all I can do if I just Ephemerate this turn. Why don't I just go for land, Ephemerate Archaeomancer, and they have another Spell Stutter. Okay. I have another Archaeomancer, so they have 0 cards in hand. If they top deck Ninja, that could get kind of annoying, but otherwise I still think we're in a good spot. We're still at 18, so I just don't want to see a top deck Ninja. Top deck Counterspell could be bad too. Yeah, Ninja would be annoying, but definitely beatable because they don't have that many fairies. So we just take some damage here, and then I think we come back. Yeah, and I am planning to keep up the vids on YouTube. Like, I'm recording this for YouTube, and I am planning... Oh, they did top deck Ninja, wow. I am planning to keep up the YouTube content. So they can't spell stutter this. They can spell stutter this. Why don't we just lead on Preordain as kind of like a bait? And hopefully they just spell stutter this. They don't. Okay. Let's go bottom top. I guess I can just top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. We know they have a spell stutter sprite. I think I'm just casting Soul of Migration. I could also just cast Muldrifter. Just cast Soul of Migration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course they top deck Ninja there. That was pretty bad. That's definitely giving them a chance to come back in this game. Because now if they like top deck a counterspell or something, it can get bad. At least I've stabilized the board with the soul, but obviously that's so annoying. They had 0 cards in hand. I was like, as long as they don't top deck Ninja. And then they top deck Ninja. Could that be any more classic? Okay. No attacks from them. Love to see it. And I'd rather resolve our Chaomancer. Actually, I'm going to just start with Preordain. If they want to spell stutter this, they can. Yeah, this is fine. They have one card left. Let's just go cast Molly first. We just have like so much card advantage. Another Soul of Migration and Ephemerate. Should I just go for that? Seems pretty good. I could also just go for cast our Chaomancer here, get back like Counterspell, or get back an Ephemerate. I guess I'm gonna do that. They already don't have attacks, so just gonna continue to take it kind of slow and just, yeah, this should be over. Yep, okay. Doesn't really matter like exactly how you play it all the time there. As long as you just keep taking actions, eventually you can just try to bury them in card advantage. That's the idea. This is the first match. Now we advance to 1-1. We're against Mono Blue. There's also a chance we just want Echoing Truth to buy time, but bouncing a lot of their stuff is just not good. All right. As you saw there, like Stonehorn Dignitary can do something, but a lot of times it just like sits there. I think 1 is the correct number. Yeah, I mean this looks good. We have triple dispel. We have 5 other counters. Sometimes I like to side out a couple cantrips because they're kind of bad against spells that are Sprite. Yeah, this looks good. Let's just run it back. I mean, Soul of Migration just really destroys them. Like they can't really attack through it that well, and we haven't seen Mutagenic Growth as well, which is a card that can actually do something against us. All right, this hand's perfect. By perfect, I mean it's fine. Turn 1 Delver, okay. This deck is like very slow, so you do have to just like take it slow sometimes, and if they like ninja us here, they ninja us. There's nothing we can really do. We don't have a journey. Looks like we might be, yeah, we're getting turn 2 ninja on the play. Yep. Top deck journey? No. Oh man, we're in trouble. Just gonna leave up Prohibit and just try to prohibit like the Delver if they replay it. All right. Let's see. They're just gonna hit, draw a card. I'm in a lot of trouble here. This is like one way you beat this deck is just by like turn 2 ninja on the play is just so good against us. I kind of want to prohibit this because I think they're not going to play another spell, and I just want to use my mana. Maybe this is wrong, but I just want to use my mana. I think they're just not going to do anything. Okay, well, they're going to replay Delver now, but I need to find Journey to Nowhere. I think they might have Force Spike as well. Okay, they replay the Delver. I think I want to ponder looking for Journey now because I think that's how I get out of this game. Okay. Are these cards enough? I can draw like one of them. Like I could draw the Soul of Migration and go like cycle Ash Barrens for Island, play Ponder this turn. I could also just draw the Mole Drifter, so I can choose like one of these cards, or I can shuffle and just hope to draw Journey off the top. I think I have to just keep letting them draw cards with Ninja and hope I can somehow stabilize with this Soul of Migration on like turn 5 or something. Maybe find a Angelic Renewal. I think I need the Soul over the Mole Drifter. Just on this board, I just need to try to stabilize. I could have, I guess, played Chancery and also drawn the Mole Drifter there, but I wanna play Ponder right here. Okay, well, this has got to be good enough, right? Okay, and then what do we do next turn? I can just like hard cast an Archaeomancer. I can evoke this. I can play Renewal with Counterspell backup, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. just play planes, play renewal with counter up, and then they need like counter spell plus force spike to stop this, and then I can evoke Soul of Migration the following turn. So we might be able to get back in this game. They're drawing a lot of cards. Another Delver. Okay, so let's just stick to the plan. Renewal. I think this is going to be a counter spell from them, and then I counter back. Oh, okay, they might have force spike still. I think I need to go for counter. I need this. I need this renewal to resolve. I think. Okay. Nice. So now I can just go for. Oh, they revealed this spell, so they need a counter spell for this. Their board is massive, taking a bunch of damage, but maybe can come back in this game. If they don't have counter spell, then maybe. We're drawing another Mully D. If they have counterspell, we lose. If not, we might be able to stabilize. Gotta go for it though. Nice. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, they could have snap. Oh no. All right. Well, we're gonna be doing some chumping. Chancery, bounce planes. And then we need to go for this again next turn. Might need to just go chump chump. Oh my god, jeez. Just getting tempoed out of this game. And spell stutter sprite for lethal. GG's. GG's. Good. That was a good match. That was a good match. Good match to start off the stream. I guess I'll not make them attack. That was really close. 2 cards in hand. They kept the snaps in the deck. Wow. I guess they don't really have any way to get. They need to like just try to tempo us out because we're gonna win the long game. Man, the snap in response before the evoke trigger. Jeez, good game, good game. 0-1 start. That was a solid match. It was just like they just had like the tempo. They won the die roll. They had the turn 2 ninja. Brutal. We didn't have the journey. Oh, you know what? You know what was the other card I was thinking over the Palace Sentinels as well, which also should potentially just be over the Palace Sentinels or the Echoing Truth, would be just an additional Oblivion Ring. 3 Journey, 1 Oblivion Ring. I kind of like that because then you can like Oblivion Ring just like other like non-creature permanents like Pestilence or just random like, Bonders ornaments, or even potentially like their Journey to Nowheres and stuff like that. We're on our way to 4-1 with the deck. Oh, we're against Sick. 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 Hopefully we can do some sick plays against them. I think they were on a blue deck last time we played them. And this is the opponent where I told the story. Let me retell it for those that haven't heard it. Back in college, I used to play like my now fiance. We'd play like Monopoly on the phone and we'd like pass the phone back and forth. Whenever I'd get Monopoly or something, I would always just be like, sick. And it would just piss her off. And it was so funny. So if we make any good plays, I'll try to remember to go sick. Oh, maybe this opponent was on mono black and like we just can't lose this matchup. Okay, this is awesome. That was actually a great draw to draw land because now we can just go cycle Ash Barrens, get Island, evoke Moldrifter, turn 4, maybe evoke Moldrifter Ephemerate. But mono black is probably like the best possible matchup for this deck. I guess it's like we could lose it if they have like quick Gray Merchant draws, but otherwise just oh wow, jeez. Nice. I like having that in this matchup for sure. Just start with Evoke. Divination here, put it in the graveyard. Get some fodder for late to dinner, speaking of. Nice. Could just slam this next turn. Could slam this next turn, depending on what they do. If they don't play a creature, I think I'm going to slam Palace Sentinels. Pristine Talisman. Alright, I'm down to take the Monarch here. Just draw infinite. Yeah, this is why we put it in the deck, right? Nice. And then we can just either late to dinner Moldrifter next turn with Ephemerate up. Ooh, this is actually pretty good in the matchup too. We have to like try to not draw too many cards, I guess, but that's not too hard. They could always play a Thorn and take the Monarch or something, but maybe I can later play another late to dinner. But playing, I think, late to dinner and just leaving up Ephemerate for a removal spell that they might have just seems like a really nice line. Gonna have to discard some cards here, but that's no problem. It's just late to dinner Molly D here. Draw two, and then discard some cards. Maybe some cantrips. Yeah, I'm gonna Ephemerate this. Oh, they just tap out. Okay. Interesting. I want the land actually. Let's just discard cantrips. We're already just drawing so many cards. We will again have to kill them at some point, but okay, it's fine. We can bounce those actually, which is honestly I think pretty good and probably going to be the play. Pestilence, just tap out for Pestilence. Okay, I mean I can bounce Pestilence on my turn, or I can bounce the Pristine Talismans. Pestilence is annoying. I'm trying to think here. The beginning of the end step. There's no way for me to Echoing Truth. I can kill the Pestilence by going like I can cast an Ephemerate now, draw a million cards, and then I could Echoing Truth my own Muldrifter and just have the Pestilence die. Also, I could just Journey my own Muldrifter to kill the Pestilence. It's a really weird line, but I also weirdly kind of like it. I want to kill Pestilence, so I think that's going to be the line. I'm just deciding if I want to Ephemerate the Muldrifter, and I think I don't, because I'm already drawing like more cards than I can spend. So I'm just going to let this happen. Another Moe D. Okay, let's just go attack for two. Journey our own Muldrifter, kill this. I think then bounce the Pristine Talisman's main phase as well. This is like the weirdest line, but it seems good to me. Journey that. Echoing Truth these. And then Pestilence dies. We draw a card. Another Journey. Okay, nice. Super weird line here. They bog us. That's actually annoying. I did not want to see bog. Because I wanted to be able to Archaeomancer back that late to dinner to like basically infinitely loop, but I guess you can't have everything. Then they just replay these Pristine Talismans. I guess the Echoing Truth thing these was not great, but still took them their whole turn. So still fine. At least we dealt with the Pestilence, and now we can hopefully draw into a counterspell for like future Pestilence. And there's Soul of Migration. Nice. Let's just do that. Just make a huge board again. I can already draw so many cards that they can't really like counter that I'd prefer to just make a huge board and then do this while I know I can resolve it, still have Dispel up, and then we can draw more cards like next turn, but I don't think I need to because I'm just sitting here with the Monarch. I'd rather put pressure on them to actually start attacking. Another Pestilence is going to be annoying. Looks like they have it. Okay. Again, need to deal with these somehow, but I guess I can just start attacking with my 2/4, but oh, they're bouncing Bog, of course, that makes sense. They're just Pestilencing away the birds. Interesting. So I do want to Ephemerate the Soul of Migration because I want my Ephemerate to go to the graveyard. There's a Preordain. I think I want to Archaeomancer back the Ephemerate before it gets bogged. I could also just play a Muldrifter into the Pestilence. I think I need to draw cards now. Multiple Ephemerates. I think I can just go bottom, top. I think I can also just cast Molly D here. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, I need to deal with this somehow. Should I just Archaeomancer, get back Ephemerate, or Preordain? I don't even know exactly what that does. I think I'm just going to Molly D. I might need to just find more Souls of Migration, but this is like definitely a problem. Okay, these are where I want to be. Okay, okay, nice. Interesting. I might just go for an ephemerate on a Mully-D. Then I could get both of my ephemerates bogged, I guess, if they have like a removal spell. Okay, this is good. Oh, they're just pestilencing for one. All right, well now I'm just gonna flicker the Mully-D, just draw more. I don't really want to even draw more cards. Then I'll just have to discard. I'll just discard one card. Maybe even just this Chancery. Okay. Can play these renewals out next turn. Okay, they bog us. Yep. The Pestilence are pretty annoying. I just saw that and you said that's a pretty sick play. Yeah, it was. Guardian the Guild back. Okay, we're in trouble. Pestilence plus Guardian. These renewals are going to go a long way, but I'm not sure we can actually like kill them now. We need O-Ring for this, just like I was talking about. Right, let's play this. They only have 3 black mana right now as well. They're going to play... Oh, they're just Pestilencing for 2? Alright, that's fine. Again, I can draw plenty of cards moving forward. Just going to play all these out. And then attack for 2. They can also start attacking with this as well, putting pressure on us. But okay, now we have triple renewal out. They can't really kill our stuff anymore. They have 3 cards in hand, and that's what we needed a long time ago. I think we bring in like maybe 1 copy of Dust to Dust, maybe 2, the Revoke Existence. We have 2 Dawnbringer Cleric as well, which is really nice. We don't really have outs to this either, except for counters. Okay, still looking fine here. Oh yeah, they take the Monarch. That's actually a problem. We can attack, try to take it back, and then they might Pestilence for 4. Okay, let's see. Obviously blinking this, I think we're losing this game. I thought this was mono black. This obviously makes it a little tougher. All right, they're just gonna Pestilence for 4 during combat. So on the last one, I can just blink this with Ephemerate if I want. And then save the renewals. Does that even matter? I mean, I guess I just do this. I don't know if this is even good. I think we're losing this game though. Just save the soul and don't have to use a renewal. Just seemed like a good time to do that to me. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, all the birds died because I did it in response. That's fine. Let's just yield to this. I was like, what the hell just happened? No, no, no. Don't want to try to bring back my bird tokens. Thank you. And then I don't attack. I go to main 2. Let's go land. Do I just hard cast this, or do I just evoke it, draw a bunch of cards? I think I just cast it. We have counterspell up. Yeah, these pristine talismans. Okay, I can play some more 2/4 flyings. I'm not sure if that's gonna matter though. I think we're losing this game to this combo. It feels like there's like pretty much nothing we can do against it, especially with them gaining life. Duress us, sure. Yeah, I think we lose. We just needed to find counterspell earlier. I still think this matchup is going to be great for us, like, especially with the sideboard like enchantment and artifact hate. Might even just bring in like 2 or 3 Dust to Dust because these cards are really important for them to stick on the battlefield. Just being able to 2-for-1 them is nice. And I don't know why I didn't. Oh yeah, they took counterspell. Okay, okay. So we go to 13. They're up to 20. They're gonna just pestilence when we attack, and I think I'm kind of just ready to concede. I don't think we can win. I just don't think there's. We already used the Echoing Truth that got exiled. I don't think there's anything we can do. We can't like walk them anymore, and I just don't think we can beat this. Like they can always just pestilence for 4 when we attack, and we're already at 13. I'm just gonna concede and save time. Yeah, like our renewals are here. It's annoying for them, but I think we're just dead to the combo. That was just pretty brutal. All right, revokes, Dawnbringers. This is a lot of hate already. I guess prohibit's not good. Negate is good though. All right. Don't think we need Stonehorns. Yeah, it can be okay against Palace Sentinels, but I don't think we need that. Late to dinners are obviously really good. Dispel, I think, is worse than the other counters. I think this is plenty of artifact and or enchantment hate, because we have these 4 cards that can kill the enchantment, then 2 Dust to Dust. They don't necessarily have that many artifacts. I don't want to just be stuck with a bunch of Dust to Dust in my hand. I think we want the Palace Sentinels because they probably have Thorn. Oh, we don't need all these journeys. Probably don't need any journeys. Could keep the like 1 prohibit. I don't love it though. I think Echoing Truth is good. Could keep 1 Stonehorn as well. You're asking like what can you do to answer like 1 Guardian? Yeah, you can also have like a Curse of Chains. Unmake seems kind of hard to cast because you need triple white, right? Um, Curse of Chains might be the best option, or just try to counter it and just you can beat a Guardian, like if you can deal with the Pestilence. So just having answers to Pestilence like post board, I think is the best option, and then ignore Guardian, and just race it in the air. All right. I just needed them to basically not have Pestilence when they did. I still like think this matchup is just fantastic for us. I don't know how good this hand is, but hopefully we just draw lands. Maybe we draw a bounce land. Maybe this should have been a mulligan because I could see, especially if we don't draw lands, that we just lose. But Angelic Renewal is really good. Late to Dinner is fine. And then Revoke and Dust to Dust are just strong cards in the matchup. So we just need to draw any lands and then we can get there. What's up? Yep, good to be streaming. It's fun. I definitely am liking it so far. I called for bounce land. Ask and you shall receive. That's what people say, right? I think I want to just play Renewal right now. Maybe just playing Chancery is better than playing this next turn. I guess this could get to rest. Let's just play it. I don't think they're gonna have like Revoke Existence or anything, but they certainly will have like Duress and stuff. All right. Let's go Ponder. These draws have been really good. I mean, I want more lands, but I need like Muldrifter slash Soul of Migration slash more cantrips. And I have Chancery to continue to hit land drops. I think I'm just going to shuffle another land. Okay. Not bad. Not bad to naturally draw a land there, but I didn't want to like just draw like the Ash Barrens and then shuffle. I'd rather just shuffle, hope to draw Muldrifter, Soul of Migration, or cantrip. Okay, we can deal with that. I probably don't want to revoke yet. I want to save this for Pestilence, and if they play another artifact, then I can just Dust to Dust both of them. That's the idea. All right, let's just Chancery. Oops. Bounce, and then now we can continue to hit land drops basically for the rest of the game. Oh, Six said, did you get a 5-0 yet? Not yet, and 0-1 at the moment. Haven't gotten the 5-0 yet. I've gotten like 6 or 7 4-1s and been 4-0 like 3 times, but okay, I'd love to see it. Love to see it. But haven't gotten the 5-0 yet. That would be sick. Oh man, this is gonna be brutal for them. Just get to exile this and this. Dust to Dust doing work. Soul of Migration, love it. Still gonna Dust to Dust this turn. I don't want them to draw any cards. And I think I'm just going to ignore the one talisman. I'm not going to revoke it. I'd rather save this for Pestilence. Yeah, sick twisting the knife after the 0-1 start. Absolutely brutal. Like, why you got to do that, sick? No, they're being nice. They're being nice. Okay, let's see. I have 4 or 5 mana. I mean, I can just evoke and use the renewal. I think I'm going to start with Ponder because if I find Moe D, I'd rather draw cards than do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. I mean, I could just draw this Ponder and Ponder again. I don't want these lands for sure. I could just shuffle this. Maybe that's better. I think I'm just going to shuffle. Palace Sentinels. All right, do we do it? I think we just Palace Sentinels first. Maybe we Soul first. They have no creatures right now. Yeah, I'm just going to Palace Sentinels. Seems good, right? And then if they kill it, I will just not use the renewal. 4, 5, 6. And then next turn I can just hard castle migration, and then they can't use removal spells really, because then I can use renewal. So I like this line. Yeah, this is like totally fine. Let's say no here. Okay. And then again, next turn we can just hard castle migration, but now we're drawing cards. So now looking good. Again, this matchup has got to be good for us. Another renewal, love it. I like, again, casting this rather than evoking because, okay, now they play a removal spell, then I use renewal. But if I evoke, then I just have to use my renewal there, and then they can kill the soul or something. So, opponent up to 27. Got to continue to play fast because this matchup can go really, really long. But we have an answer for Pestilence. They have 2 cards in hand. We were able to do with the Bonders. If they play another Bonders, I'll probably have to revoke that. They unmake the soul. Sure. Speaking of unmake, it's pretty good against us, but there we go. Nice. Now I'm just going to go attack for 2, play Preordain, probably just hard cast another soul. They're just gaining life right now so they can F6. Sure. Preordain. Revoke Existence Ephemerate. Yep, let's top. Now I think I take a different line here. I'm going to go top. I'll just talk through the line as I do it. I'm going to go play Renewal. Now that I have 2, they only have 1 card left. I'm just going to go evoke this, use a renewal, and then just leave up Ephemerate to protect this and still have another renewal up. Evoke, and then yes. And this just puts so much more pressure on them. And yeah, if they Pestilence us, they get to Wrath our board, but then I can just answer the Pestilence. And I have 2 revokes now. And still the Ephemerate. So now this game looking good. But we'll still need to win game 3. If they sandbag the Pestilence, then that'd be a pretty good play by them. Castigate, sure. I think they probably take late to dinner. I guess they might take revoke. But now them with only 1 card in hand, even if it's Pestilence, we can beat that. And they took the Ephemerate? Okay. And they have 0 cards. Nice. And now we're just sitting here with a Monarch, huge board, still renewal in play. Can late to dinner, something. Another late to dinner, nice. I'm still not going to revoke this. I'd rather just have both to play around like duresses and stuff. Also not going to late to dinner a Palace Sentinels. We already have the Monarch. I'd rather just hold these in hand. Nice. When I say sandbag the Pestilence, I mean they could, when you sandbag something, you could have like the Pestilence in hand, but choose not to play it until the opportune time. So but they like sandbag it, they hold it back, and then they go, okay, now that they committed over to the board, then play the Pestilence. So that's what I mean by sandbag. Might want like 1 more Dust to Dust. I just feel like if we draw multiples, it's not going to be that good. And as we saw there, like they probably have what, like 6 artifacts or something. Hmm. I think we just run it back. This configuration looks good, and 2 Dawnbringers, 2 Revokes is like totally where it's at. I switched out the Lone Missionary for the back to the Dawnbringer just because burn is a small part of the meta, and I feel like with all the counter spells plus like double Dawnbringer is going to be enough against burn, and I'd rather have more of the. This card is just like really good. Exiling cards from the yard is relevant. Destroying enchantments is huge, and the 2 mana 1/3 gain 2 is also just pretty decent against burn. So, all right, this hand, it's not great, but I think it's fine, right? We have a Ponder. We can find what we need. We have a Moldy. We just need an Angelic Renewal for this hand to kind of pop off. Do I Tranquil Cove or do I go Island, Ponder, and then turn 2? I think I like just playing tap land. If they castigate us, I don't really care what they take. It's kind of annoying that it exiles against like this late tenor. They can take the Moldy, but right, they just tap land and don't play anything. Negate. I think I like leaving up negate actually now because do I negate like a pristine talisman? Maybe not. But do I negate a Bonder's Ornament? Definitely. They're just not doing anything. I guess they're kind of scared of counterspell. But we can even leave up negate again next turn by just going Ponder plus Plains. So then the turn after that, maybe Chancery. They're developing their mana pretty nicely. I mean, this seems good enough, right? Soul of Migration plus Late Dinner is solid. Yeah, I feel like this has just got to be good enough. I just don't see them playing multiple artifacts for this Dust to Dust though. I'm just gonna shuffle. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. I want counter spells. That was kind of tough. I just felt like we could do a little bit better than that. We don't really need multiple like we don't need more Soul of Migrations. That was tough. That was tough. All right, I'll just negate this. Again, I didn't really want to like draw the Dust to Dust and then wait to try to have them play 2 artifacts. And yeah, I felt like it was just better to just shuffle there. Now they're tapped out. You love to see it. Moldy Ephemerate here. I guess we need an untapped land for that. Did not hit. I can just evoke Moldrifter though to put it in the yard. I can also just play Ponder. I think I like that. I can just hardcast Moldrifter next turn if I want. Dawnbringer Cleric, Dust to Dust, and Evolving Wilds. Let's put Dust to Dust last. Draw the Dawnbringer Cleric next turn. So it can't get like, so it won't get castigated. Yeah, I definitely want Dawnbringer Cleric. Then let's just go Chancery, pass the turn. I like this line. I like this line. Definitely want to draw Dawnbringer Cleric. And I like leaving it on top. Sure, they exiled the Yard. That's fine. We know they have 2 more tap lands in hand. They have a bunch of cards. I guess I don't want to see a Guardian. Yep. We can resolve Moldy plus Ephemerate here, though, now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just draw a million cards. We can discard some extra lands. Okay, these are good. These are good. Draw more cards. Echoing Truth, also not bad. And then let's go play Evolving Wilds. Sack it now, just so I can F6. Then I think I'm discarding Chancery and a Soul of Migration because I can just wait to dinner one of those. And I don't really see myself playing Chancery because we're just drawing so many cards. I guess they can play a removal spell on this, and then our Ephemerate is gone forever, but that's fine. Then they have to tap mana on their turn, and we have a lot to do here. Wouldn't be surprised if they take Revoke or Late to Dinner. Yeah, they take Late to Dinner. Castigate? Oh, Chainer's Edict. Sure. Okay, they're kind of doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. And we have nothing going on. I can Dawnbringer Cleric the Chainer's Edict, but don't love that. Archaeomancer. Okay, that is a good one. Love to see that. Let's go Archaeomancer, get back Late to Dinner. I'm just deciding if I want to also play Dawnbringer Cleric to exile their Edict. Might just be worth it. I have this Revoke and I have Dust to Dust. 4, 5, 6. I just think it's probably good enough. And then if they don't kill this now, I can always Echoing Truth my own Dawnbringer Cleric if I need to. I think this is what I want to do. Just get a wee bit of value out of the 1/3 there. This has been a good match too. Long match. I'm behind on time by a fair amount, but I think still looking reasonable in this game. They duress. They take Late to Dinner, sure. I have 3, 6 mana. Untapped land, I can cast this. Yep. Can also Echoing Truth like Archaeomancer, get back Late to Dinner, especially if they tap out, but they might just be okay. They're playing Bonders. They're not going to play into this also now that they know about it. So probably just have to revoke this. Angelic Renewal. That was a pretty sick draw. That was a sick draw. So I can just leave them with the Bonders ornament. And I can just go Renewal plus Evoke Soul of Migration right now. Make a huge board. I mean, then if they Pestilence, I have the Revoke for it. I think I like the line. I get to just make a huge board here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, again, I wanted to save Revoke for Pestilence, but oh, yeah, but I'm not sure what you're saying. Save Revoke for Pestilence? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna play Revoke here. I'm gonna just play out this this combo. So I'm just gonna make a huge board, and then if they Pestilence, then I'll still have the Revoke for that. But I mean, this is a problem too, obviously. But they also can't play another artifact into this. Okay. We also have Echoing Truth, so we have some good stuff going on. We need to draw more Mully Ds, but when do you not need to draw more Mully Ds? I guess in game 1 of this match is when we don't. There's the Pestilence, okay, and they have 4 black mana, so they can just Wrath the board and then attack for 2. Yep, this is bad. Now we need another Late to Dinner. So I can kill this, but we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We can lose. Land. Okay. Basically need to just draw Mully D. I think we need to take this out or we just die to it. They hit for 1. Sure. Looking like we're going to be in 0-2 here. We can still win this game, but we're gonna have to draw something sooner rather than later because we're getting clocked, so we don't have like that much time. And they can draw cards. This is why I didn't bring in too many copies of Dust to Dust. Ah, brutal. If they activate this, I could consider just Echoing Truth it, so to prevent them from drawing a card. I think I'm going to. They don't activate. Okay, that was weird. They don't scry as well. Maybe it was a misclick. Another Guardian. Okay. Yeah, we're in trouble. They're gaining a bunch of life too. Yep, we're going down. I still think this matchup is good for us because generally we draw so many cards and we have a lot of answers to their Pestilence game plan, but maybe I should have sided these out after they saw it because they can play around it pretty easily. Hmm. OED? Land, land, land. Yep. I think we can't win now because they just go attack, attack, and I don't think we have any outs. We don't have Stonehorn in the deck anymore. So, looks like 0-2 start for us. Not really showing off blue-white Evoke to its fullest potential here, but that's okay. Might just drop in and start a new league. Might just continue to play on. I also was thinking about doing some Legacy Cube. Okay, GG's. GG's. Not sick for us. I am going to just, I think, drop and then we'll just play another Pauper League here. This deck takes a long time. So 0-2 start. Let's just drop and let's just rejoin. Same list, I think. I think list is fine. The list is fine. Let's just go. Okay, nice. And I'm going to run to the restroom and I'll be back hopefully before this starts. All right. So yeah, I got to get better at this responding to chat stuff like while playing, but I'll improve. You know, I streamed like once or twice like a while ago, but like I wasn't really into it, and I think now I'm gonna like it a lot more. So I'm down to start streaming. Uh, this has been fun so far. Let's see if we can 5-0 this league. Would you like to play first? Yes. This has got to be a mulligan here. Yep. First time it's gonna be tough. This has got to be a keep. What are we putting back? Maybe just Counterspell. Maybe Archaeomancer. Yeah, maybe Archaeomancer. We don't need that for a while. It's just preordained to start. I think I actually want both of these. I need to like draw a lot of lands with this hand. I need to just like continue to hit land drops. So Forest, Findhorn Elves. Oh no, Elves I think is a really bad matchup. Oh no. I mean, we could Stonehorn lock them potentially, especially it depends on their list, but oh man, this is rough. Okay, so they make 1,000,000 mana. Luckily, we have Journey for this. And they have Longbow. Oh no. I was like, as long as they don't have Longbow in their main deck and they just have it right now. Thanks. Appreciate that. Is that Soft Elite? Is that your name? We are in a ton of trouble this game, though. I don't think we can win. Like, this deck is good in certain matchups, but I'm not trying to like sugarcoat it. There is like certainly like there is like really good matchups for this deck and bad matchups too. Like, I just don't know if we can beat this. I'm obviously gonna try. I think I'm just gonna go Journey to Nowhere this, play a tap land, and then leave up Counterspell in the future. We can't let them untap with Priest, so that's just too much mana. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next turn either. Might just Divination with Molly D. All right, well, that's a problem too. This is a card we have to answer. They're not doing that much yet because they have the Korean plus Timberwatch combo. So we're like, they're threatening to do us a bunch of damage here. There's just Soul of Migration. We need to find Stonehorn Dignitary, but even then it's going to be rough. It's bottom, bottom. Okay. We could just evoke Soul of Migration next turn, get some chump blockers. But yeah, it's going to be this matchup in general. Like, I just don't have sideboard hate for it because we're just so loaded up on hate for Affinity and Chatterstorm. So that's why also like streaming the day before a ban is not great, but is what it is. And there's another priest, okay. And they just make a 5/5, hit us for 5. Can also just late to enter this Mully D here to draw more cards, which I think is what I have to do. I mean, making chump blockers, I don't think does that much. As long as we don't die this turn, which we might. We could die to this plus this, but I need to try to find Stonehorn and just buy time. Can chump with this Mully D here. Jaspera, they have 6 cards in hand, and if they have like, any of their big draw effects, we're just going down. But I played this matchup one time, and it did not feel close. It felt like we had like absolutely no chance. And yeah, you can Stonehorn them, but with Longbow especially, it's rough. What do we have as far as sideboarding? Another Stonehorn, and that's it. I guess I could bring in Revoke Existence to try to deal with this to Stonehorn lock plus answer this with the Revoke. Could also bring in Negate and Prohibit. That's probably what I bring in. I just try to hope they don't find this and I can counter it if they have it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think they can hit for 17 here if they just double pump the Findhorn. So I think we're dead. Yeah. They just Exact us here. GG's. This is why this matchup is just so tough. There's so many must answer threats, and we don't have any way to like wrath them. All right. Rough start as far as streaming, as far as just losing every time. I think this can come out. Maybe just this. Also, Elves does have to mulligan a lot, so maybe that's a way we can win. Do I want like a Revoke Existence or two over anything? Probably not. I could take out the late to dinner. If they resolve a Longbow, like I probably want one answer to it in the deck. And take out like, thanks for the follow, Gonar. What? And honestly, I do really appreciate the follows. If you want to follow, trying to build up now Twitch and YouTube. I think I am gonna, continue to make YouTube content and try to stream more. So appreciate the follow on both platforms if you're interested and if you like the content. But no pressure if you don't want to. I really don't care that much. Just doing this for fun. Let's see. Echoing Truth, I feel like it's just good enough. I guess I can Echoing Truth bounce the Longbow and counter it, but could just take out all the late to dinners. I mean, our stuff isn't dying that much. Yeah, we can go Evoke and then late to dinner, but just don't know if we need it. Because they're really not playing like removal spells on our creatures at all. It's like the only way our creatures are going to the yard is if we like evoke them. This hand. We only have one land. We do have a Journey to Nowhere, but we need to find like so many lands. You have to follow on 2 websites. I said you don't have to. So I said do whatever you want. I think this like yeah, I can like play tap land, untap, ponder for land, preordain for land. If I hit land, great. and then I can ponder looking for more lands. So maybe it's just a keep, but is that even a good enough hand? Probably not. Just throw it back. All right, this is like so much better. I'm really glad we mulliganed. Let's just put back one soul. I don't think I need both. I do want all these lands though. And then I can just go Tranquil Cove, turn 2 ponder plus bounce land. And they just snap kept 7. Yeah. Let's go ponder. Journey to Nowhere and Molly D. I mean, I'm gonna have to keep these, I think. No. Chancery, Bounce Cove. Yep. Yeah, I think I agreed. I think Elves is going to be a rough matchup. I know somebody mentioned Fadeaway. The problem with that is like Elves can make so much mana, and if they have a Birchlore Rangers, then Fadeaway isn't even good. So like, there's not that many times. Like, yeah, if I had a Fadeaway exactly right now, they would have to. They could pay one, so they could keep one creature and then sacrifice the rest. But then they just keep Priest, and then I still maybe lose this game. So I don't even know if that's good. Um, I just don't think it's good enough. I think is it Unholy Light? It's 2 colorless and 1 white. Non-white creatures get -1/-1. That I think is better because at least then I kill these 4 creatures guaranteed. And like, imagine if I had Fade Away later, then like if this is untapped, it literally just doesn't do anything. But Unholy Light or whatever that card is, the -1/-1 I think is where you want to be. So if they have Lead the Stampede, obviously I want to Journey this, but I think I need to just ignore this and save Journey for like Birchlore Rangers or the more impactful cards that actually kill me, and just evoke a Molly D here. It's close, it's close. I can go Journey this plus tap land, but then they still have a lot of mana. Hmm. This is tough. They have 3 cards in hand. I think I need to just give them the mana and then Journey the other cards. So let's just go for the Evoke Molly D line. We actually don't have to discard as well because we mulliganed. More Molly Ds. Okay, we really need to find Stonehorn at some point as well. But next turn could go like Journey plus Chancery or something. Or even just play Cove. Okay, this is just another Birchlore. So they don't have any payoffs yet. There's a Longbow. Okay, that's a problem. Make infinite mana. Hope they're just basically out of gas and they hit for damage, sure. They equip here. They can start pinging. We can even ping down our Molly Ds. Might even want to just evoke another Molly D plus play like a Tranquil Cove next turn. Just start looking for more stuff. We do have the 1 revoke, right? Yep. Might honestly have just wanted 2 revokes because we do need to just Stonehorn plus deal with it Longbow, I think, to win this matchup. I think that's like basically the only way we win the matchup. Why'd they only attack with these, not these? Okay, there's Stonehorn. The problem is I can't even Stonehorn yet because of Longbow. So I do need to find Revoke now or Echoing Truth plus counter. I mean, I guess I can just Journey to Nowhere the Korean Ranger. I mean, how many times? Yeah, because they can just make mana with Priest and go like, right now they could go shoot Stonehorn Dignitary, untap it with Korean Ranger, shoot again, and then equip to another creature, shoot, equip to another creature, shoot, kill Stonehorn Dignitary. So I can Journey the Korean Ranger. I can Journey the Priest of Titania. They have 2 cards left. I'm assuming they just have 2 forests in hand. I think I'm just going Evoke Molly D, play Tranquil Cove, discard a card. Or do I have to discard 2 cards? There's another Journey and an Ephemerate. Okay. Tranquil Cove. The Ephemerate is actually great because that allows me to play the Stonehorn Dignitary and I can probably save it from getting like killed with a longbow. It's just Chancery. Might also just be able to even wait another turn or two depending on what happens and play out some journeys. Maybe deal with like this and this, or obviously this. But we'll see here. We'll see. Might just need to Stonehorn Dignitary and then leave up Ephemerate. Right, they're equipping here. They're going to attack. I'm only going to have one Ephemerate up. I think that is enough because they can only shoot twice. And then if they go to equip something else, I can let that happen. They shoot Stonehorn again, and then when they go to equip, I can Ephemerate and save it before the equip resolves. And yeah, they can start shooting me down, but there's nothing I can do about that. So let's just go play Stonehorn Dignitary. Pass the turn. Now we need to find Revoke Existence and Archaeomancer to get the full lock going. And they don't shoot us. Nice. So, hey, what's up? First stream going well. Yep. So plan working perfectly so far. They're gonna go untap, shoot again, make a bunch of mana, equip, shoot, equip, try to shoot, and then on the second equip, then I'm gonna Ephemerate. And they can't equip at instant speed, so this is also taking their entire turn. So I let this happen. They only have one Quirion Ranger out, so they don't have any more untaps. I let this resolve, then they go equip again, and then I Ephemerate, and there's nothing they can do. They shouldn't have used the Quirion Ranger. I would have had to Ephemerate earlier. Dispel? Okay, well, never mind. I get wrecked. I guess there was no real playing around that. And I don't get killed by this, so that's something. Oh man, that was brutal though. So now I'm just gonna go Journey the Timberwatch. I have to or I die. I'm at 16. They have 2 forests in hand, I assume still. I should have probably just journeyed this first. I could have just like double journeyed last turn, journey, and then they don't even have enough mana to like equip a million times. Probably would have been better. Well, I think I will just play this out. Yeah, they could top deck another Timberwatch, but now I think I'm just cutting them off of a bunch of mana. Okay. And then I can draw more cards with Molly D. I don't really want a Solo Migration. I think I would side in another copy of Revoke. Of course, they just draw that. Kind of how this league is going. The dog is sleeping on the couch. No dog right now. I can, maybe wake him up and bring him in here, but he probably won't be too happy. Maybe I'll grab him later. All right, let's go get planes. We're down to 12. They can start shooting us down. This matchup just seems atrocious, honestly. There's the Revoke. But now we have this to deal with. So I think we just died to Timberwatch. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I start with Revoke, and then I go Evoke Molly D, that's 5 mana. I have 2 mana left. If I exactly draw Journey to Nowhere, I survive, because then I can journey this. Journeying the Priest just did not work out when they top deck this. Kind of how this day has been going so far, honestly. Should I lead on Evoke Molly D? Because then I could draw Ephemerate into Journey. Then I'm still pretty much dead. I think I just lead on Revoke this. They should ping us. And then I need the third and last Journey to be in the top 2 cards. Otherwise we die. Alright, didn't get there. Classic. Okay, let's just go to the next match. 0-3 on the day, 0-1 in this league. That's kind of how, again, that's kind of just how this day has been going. It's like I was like, okay, against mono blue, as long as they don't top deck like Ninja of the Deep Hours, we're good. They have 0 cards in hand. It's like Ninja. I'm like, okay. I think I might have misplayed that game the turn I played Stonehorn Dignitary though. I played Stonehorn with Ephemerate up, and I felt good because I had the Ephemerate to stop the to stop. We knew that they were gonna try to like go like shoot shoot and then equip, and I had the Ephemerate to stop that. But what I didn't have was anything to stop the Dispel. But if I had just waited and then journey, they wouldn't have had enough mana potentially to do all that stuff. Yeah, it's the luck of the first. It's the luck of the first stream. Classic. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. GLHF, and gonna keep this mediocre hand. This hand's not that bad, I guess. If we draw Molly D, this hand becomes good, and we haven't really had any of the like turn 2 renewals, turn 3 Molly D draws. We're against Ellie Silva, and it looks like it's gonna be mono blue Fae again. It could be blue red Fae, it could be blue black Fae. We're in the 0-1 bracket. They bottom. I think I want to just resolve renewal right now. Again, resolving it in these Fae matchups is huge. And then we need to draw lands and evoke creatures now. Probably just going to try to slam another renewal. Maybe just not even going to play it though. Are we going to get ninja'd? No. I just don't want this to get spell stuttered. I feel like it's worth it to just do nothing. I'm just not going to cast it. The bounce lands I think are actually pretty crucial for this deck to be able to play a lower land count in 21 lands and not get flooded, but continue to hit your land drops when you need to. Like, I think they're actually pretty crucial. Okay, let's go for that, because if they counter it, I can just start slamming these late to dinners. No, I think the BNR announcement they said was tomorrow, right? Monday? Am I wrong? Somebody clarify that. Yeah, they snap counterspell. But again, then we can just late to dinner and they can't spell stutter these. That's why this deck I think has a decent matchup against these blue decks, because they need to have a bunch of fairies in play in order to spell stutter a lot of the high CMC cost cards. So if you like resolve a renewal under their counters, then they need to have like a million actual counter spells, and spell stutter doesn't actually counter the high CMC cost cards. Nice. Now we're just gonna get to put Soul of Migration into play. And if we draw an untapped land, we can have Ephemerate up too. Untap land. Basic. Huh. Nice. You love to see it. Wait to dinner this, and then just Ephemerate it right now. They just concede to that. Yep. Nice. That's why I think this matchup is good. Let's get these in here. What was the sideboard plan last time? It was like this or something. I think this is good. The announcement said next week. Okay, maybe the announcement said next week, but at least for Magic Online, as far as history goes, haven't every single announcement been on Monday, and then arena announcements are on Wednesday. So unless they break what they've been doing, and this is actually a decent time to talk about. I think I feel like they have been planning a ban announcement probably for the last couple weeks and trying to figure out what they want to ban, and then yeah, they're trying to figure out like exactly what they want to ban, and taking the time. I mean, they took obviously way too long. I'm not like, giving them an out here, but they were planning to do it soon. And then when those Pauper players, some might be here, when some of them all join that prelim together with all 60 basic lands, then they posted a 4-0 result in a prelim for a Pauper prelim of 60 basics. Then Wizards made the statement in response to that, okay, we're going to make some changes to Pauper. So that was actually pretty cool, but I think something's been in the works, and now they're like, okay, we got to actually tell them we're doing something because of that. And that was pretty cool, because when people made that statement, when by doing the 60 basics, I was thinking at first, I don't know if this is going to do anything. Like, people are complaining on Twitter for so long about Pauper, nothing's being done. But that did actually get a lot of notice, and it did get people to notice. And maybe it sped up the change for Pauper. So that was actually pretty cool to see. Um, Again, for those that don't know, it was pretty cool. Just like there was one player in the prelim, and then I think like 12 players joined with all 60 basics, and then one player went 4-0 with 60 basics. Because I think the affinity player who joined conceded the finals to the 60 basics player because they figured out what was going on. You're nervous about the extent of incoming bans? I want to see everything banned. Let's get a new format here. And now, I guess I'll talk in a second about what I want to see banned. Let's talk about this hand. This hand is terrible. We do have a journey and we have a million lands and a soul. I think I'm going to keep because, like, with this deck, we do need to hit land drops, like, throughout the game. And having a journey to nowhere is really good in this matchup. Like, if they turn two ninjas, having a journey is so massive. And if we just draw any spells, then this hand becomes good. Yeah, I mean, obviously drawing lands is bad, but if they're like taking it slow, leaving up counters, this hand is fine. We hit land drops. If they ninja us quickly, we have an answer. Yeah, this hand's not great, but you just bought a bunch of decks. I mean, yeah, that's true, like, regardless of any format, any bans. But I have to just journey a Delver here. I guess as far as like, I guess I don't really want to like get into what I want banned because I kind of want to talk about this game too. So maybe in a second, if we have more time, I can get into what I want banned. But let's just talk about this game. So I had to journey one because I was scared of the double flip on the Delver, which would have happened. And the real Ponder and not playing Ponder is actually really scary for us here. I think what I need to do is go play Island, Evoke Moldrifter to draw cards. And then if they counterspell it, great. And then I can start evoking these on turn 4. But I think doing nothing is not really a winning line given their board state already. So let's evoke. Flipping Delver on the first flip was brutal because that deck only plays like 16 spells. So you can do the math, but it's not great for us that they flipped. Oh, and then we have 7 cards in hand. Okay. Oh yeah, because we played the Journey. I thought we were going to have to discard. So now I'm just going to play Plains, Evoke Soul. They're just probably going to counter the Evoke Soul of Migration, though. They don't have land, so they probably have multiple counters. This is going to be tough. But if they counterspell this, and then we could hardcast Molly D next turn, they need another actual counterspell. Spell Stutter doesn't do it. Oh wow, they let this resolve? Okay. Well, if they just attack with Delver, I think we take it. And if they attack with everything, I just go block, block, take the Delver. I mean, yeah, that the Evoke resolves, but we're still in trouble this game. I mean, this allows us to potentially come back, but obviously we needed that to resolve. They only have 3 cards in hand. Did they mulligan? Not sure. I think they must have mulliganed. Or they just played a bunch of Fairy Seers and didn't draw cards off them. They have 2 cards in hand. I think they still have a counterspell. Still going to just try to resolve Moedy, I think. Just hard cast it. Nice. I mean, I guess Plains was not good draw. I could have just played an Ash Barrens, but if this resolves, we're back in the game. Nice. There's a Dispel. Okay. Of course, kept a 5-lander, and we've drawn mostly lands, but I mean, we can still win this game. Molly D resolving was massive. They went bottom, bottom, play another land. Okay. Gonna snap block the Delver if they attack. If they attack with both, I think I'm blocking Fairy Seer. We want to draw more Molly Ds, Ephemerate. The one late dinner is good. Cantrip is fine. They might have a Spell Stutter Sprite in hand too, because we've mostly just played expensive spells while they've had mana up. Yep, got a block. Can't take 3. Find a trade there. There's Ephemerate. Okay. This is tough because I can go for Evoke Soul of Migration Ephemerate, but then again, they likely have Spell Stutter Sprite as one of their cards. So I think I prefer just playing Tranquil Cove, pass, and then hardcast Soul of Migration, or even wait till 8 mana and go hardcast Soul with the spell up. But I think I just wait. Like, I don't think they have Ninja, so I think I'm just gonna gain 1, let them attack for 1, and then just play it slow here. Maybe we can find more interaction as well. This is looking good here, actually, though. I think we can win this game. Let's get a basic island. There's a Molly-D, perfect. Let's just go for hardcast Molly-D. This is 6 mana. I actually need 7 mana because I want to leave up Ephemerate and Dispel. So let's just cast this. And again, yeah, spells that are just not that great against this deck because our CMC is so high. Markar, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Let's go discard Evolving Wilds. I could have discarded Chancery, I suppose. Maybe I wanted the shuffle effect from Wilds. That resolves. I still think they likely have Spell Stutter, but yeah, now we're just in a great spot. Okay, so now I can go for, let's see, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So if I go for Evoke Soul plus Ephemerate, I can have Counterspell and Dispel up, and they just concede. Yep. Whew. I think these blue matchups, like, they're close, like we saw in the first league in match 1, game 1. But I think this matchup's solid. Sweet. First win on stream. 4th try, first win. Advanced to 1-1. And I guess we're still going for the 4-1 in this league. Yeah, so it's still been fun. I mean, in the first league, we lost both those matches 1-2, and both those matches were really close. And then, yeah, we kind of got ranched by elves, but I think this deck just cannot beat elves. Lost 3 minutes. Yeah. Was it really 3 minutes? Game 2 minutes? No, these games are longer than 2 minutes. What's with this timer? Magic Online sucks. 2 minutes? What do they mean, 2 minutes? Was it really that short? No. Maybe that's how much of my clock I used. I don't really know. Rename the channel to Snap Evoke? I mean, that's what it's been for like a long time, so maybe. We're getting Zeka. GLHF, keep this hand. See what we're up against. One thing I love about Magic is waiting for the opponent to play their first couple things and seeing what we're up against. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Rift Sower? Okay, okay. Rift Sower. I don't know what we're against. I think it could be some type of like green-white blink deck. Didn't Weber play a deck that had this? Maybe they're playing their own brew. I don't really know. Do I want to ponder on one, or do I want to tap land and have more on tap lands later? This is actually pretty close here. I think I like waiting. We'll maybe find out a little more of what's going on with the opponent's deck before I ponder. And again, having more untapped lands as the game goes longer is better. Korean Ranger. So it's some like really low land count type elves strategy. So this is probably going to be a bad matchup. I think I'm just going to play Renewal and then cantrip next turn. Man, yeah, this matchup's not looking good. If like, are they just elves? Are they just elves with Rift Sower maybe? Yeah, because it adds mana of any color. I feel like they are, because they also play Jaspera Sentinel, but they could be some type of like tokens deck. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'd rather face this than elves, but I think this is also not going to be a good match. We just have no way to like wrath them. We don't have great removal. Okay. Well, we need to find Journey. This is going to get huge pretty quick. So they probably have this and Unicorn as payoffs. All right, let's lead on Preordain. Prohibit and Preordain. I think these are like 2 ways to the party. I just need to find Journey. LED. Okay, let's go. Let's go ponder, because I couldn't always just like play planes and then draw one out of these three and then shuffle. All right, why don't we draw the Soul of Migration? Because I might need to just play Soul of Migration Evokes next turn. I mean, I really need to find Journey for this, but I think I also need Soul of Migration. I'll put Counterspell second. And then we can shuffle away the Counterspell if we want here with the Ash Barrens. We can decide a bit later. If they play a bunch of creatures and grow the Blood Researcher, yeah, we're really not going to have much time. Can yield to these triggers. Winding Way, okay. So this is just like probably like a 12 Sisters type deck. Which also is kind of annoying because we're flickering creatures a lot, but if they don't have the Malakir Blood Priest, then we can Stonehorn Dignitary lock them. Well, they have some weird card choices. Okay. Like Rift Sower and this, I feel like are kind of weird card choices. They probably have like 12 lands. I think I'm just like, I can't afford to draw the counterspell. I need to find Journey to Nowhere. So let's just shuffle with Ash Barrens here. And I can just evoke the Soul of Migration to buy time, because I can like just chump this. And there's Stonehorn. Okay, okay. I mean, they can gain a ton of life, but then we can start making flyers. Yeah, let's just Stonehorn. We're doing it. They might not have any removal in their deck. Nice. Jay, you said you found their list? Yeah, I've seen. I mean, I can like basically tell you they have like probably 4 Winding Way, 4 Lead the Stampede, 4 Blood Researcher, 4 Unicorn, and then a bunch of ways to make mana, and probably like 8 to 12 Soul Sisters. Did they just hit all? Oh no, how many did they hit? They put Essence Ward and Blood Researcher into their hand. Okay. So we do still need to find, oh, Deep Analysis. Jeez, and they put that in the graveyard? Jeez. That's pretty cool. Oh, the Deep Analysis was... Oh, the Deep Analysis was off the Winding Way? Jeez, that's brutal. Now we need to find just Ephemerate, basically. If they don't have a way to deal with our Stonehorn, and if we find Ephemerate now, we can lock them out of attacking for the rest of the game. It's going to take a while for us to kill them in the air, but it's possible. I need to just set up yields to these triggers so I don't waste all my clock. And will Magic Online break from all these triggers? Maybe. Sealed to all these triggers. Okay. Angelic Renewal. So this is actually pretty close. I can go Ponder, and then that makes me look at 4 cards, because I can Ponder, Shuffle if I don't find Ephemerate. I can evoke Moly D and use Renewal to draw 4 cards. And then I can Ponder if I have any basic in there that might give me more looks. I mean, I can Ponder first and then evoke Moly D too. Let me just do this. Journey to Nowhere. I mean, I can Journey the big Blood Researcher. But I think I just want to shuffle. I'm actually in trouble, right? I'm at 12. They potentially have like 2 lethal threats. I need to like find stuff right now. Let's just shuffle. Palace Sentinel is not going to do it. So now I need to find basic plus Ephemerate in the top 4. All right, they trigger a bunch. Seems like Magic Online has been better about handling triggers. There's Ephemerate, so now just basic in the top 2. Let's go. Get these triggers out of the way. Let's go. Huh. Basic? Oh, I need basic planes. Oh, damn. I forgot I needed basic planes. Damn. What I could have done there is just on that turn gone for Evoke Soul of Migration and then plan on double trumping the Blood Researchers. That was so close. All right, we die. We even have the Echoing Truth also. Damn. All right. I feel like this matchup's not going to be as bad as Elves, though, because we can... I feel like Stonehorn lock them a little bit more easily. Let's see. I feel like Echoing Truth might just be fine. I think Dispel doesn't do anything. I don't think I want Dawnbreaker Cleric to exile there, like, draw a spell from the graveyard. I mean, I still think I actually took the better line because I got to Ponder Shuffle and then Evoke draw. So I got to see so many cards. And I mean, if I ponder, like I get 4 looks just to find Ephemerate, and then if I find that, I win. And if I go Evoke Soul Migration and they have something, I might just die. So I think I actually took the correct line. I'm not sure though. We just have no way to deal with their board, which is rough. Surprisingly, just not facing Affinity at all today so far. Prohibit and Negate are both fine. Maybe I want Prohibit because so many other spells are cheap. Maybe Echoing Truth just not great. Bouncing their big things like could buy me time though. I guess Palace Sentinels I don't need in this matchup. Alright, let's do it. Triple Stonehorn, quad Ephemerate. That's the plan. They might just not have a way to beat that. Sand is a keep. We can just start cantripping. Just gonna lead on Preordain on 1. I think this matchup's actually not like that bad. We can renewal into Soul Migration, just get a clock in the air. Yep, let's do it. It's top. I can't prohibit their like 3-drop payoffs, unfortunately, but I can prohibit like their Soul Sisters and stuff. I think I'm gonna go Ponder Chancery here rather than leave up Prohibit. It's pretty close. I want to get the white source into play though, which I think makes this line better. Yeah, I think this is just good enough. Okay. And then next turn, I haven't decided what I'm going to do. It just depends what they do. I could journey something. I could play Renewal plus tap land. I could play Cantrip plus 2-drop. Double Jespera Sentinel, and they have 1 Essence Word. And I don't want to use the journey yet. I think I'm just going to play Renewal and tap land. And then I can, again, get my clock down next turn and then just try to leave up interaction for the rest of the game. At least that's the idea. This card, I guess it can add 2 mana, but if they have like a big 4-power thing, then is that even good? Bodyguard's actually interesting because they can protect their big stuff from like Journey, but yeah, let's just stick to the plan. Let's get our clock going in the air. And then we can try to find Stonehorn and stuff to lock them out. Let's just get our 6 power in the air and call it a day. They're going to gain a bunch of life here, but at least they don't have any payoffs yet. They're stuck on 1 land, which I think happens a lot with that deck. It's honestly not bad when you only have the 1 land, because then you have like more spells to cast. Might want to just leave up Prohibit kicked if we can. If they play like a 3-drop right now, yeah, which looks like they're playing Unicorn. Okay. That's kind of trouble, especially since they have Bodyguard out, but we can find Stonehorn Dignitary. 5/4 Unicorn. Oh my god. Jeez. That's a problem. So I can play Journey, they can Bodyguard it. They just draw 3 cards, they're just going off. Jeez. So Forest and Essence Warden, they have these two cards in hand, if I'm not mistaken. I need to like somehow deal with this, and I can't really. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, today has been rough for sure, as far as like actually doing well. Um, I can play Journey first, and then they're gonna probably sack to protect this. I don't care about Unicorn really. I can chump that. I need to deal with this turn, or my entire board of birds gets crushed. Obviously, I wish I waited on the Soul of Migration, but wasn't really necessarily expecting this. I can preordain if I find second Journey, then I can still have the mana to double Journey. I could also Ponder because it gives me more looks at another Journey. I think that's correct. Maybe just like this deck needs Unholy Light in the side. Yep. Ephemerate. All right, let's go land, Journey, or no, land, I meant to preordain. And then I can Journey, leave up Ephemerate or something. Bottom, bottom. Another Soul of Migration. Just at least get the Bodyguard by doing this. And maybe they just let this resolve because they can protect their Unicorn. Yeah, they save it. Okay. And Journey does not resolve. And then we attack in the air because these are going to die anyway. Oh, they have Jaspera Sentinels, but they're tapped. Okay. It's not like attacking for 4 really does much, but also leaving them back doesn't really do anything either. I'm not sure that ephemerating really is worth it here because maybe I need to chump. So we'll see. We'll see. Blood Researcher resolves. Can still find Stonehorn, and then maybe Stonehorn plus Archaeomancer to lock them. So we have an Ephemerate, so can maybe win that way. Can take a big hit off Unicorn here, no problem. The Scatter Shot is just brutal. All right, we're taking a hit. Basically have to find Stonehorn. Echoing Truth. Okay, that actually... I can Echoing Truth, the Journey to Nowhere, and then Journey to Nowhere, the Scattershot Archer, and then Ephemerate the Soul of Migration to start chumping. I can Echoing Truth the Scattershot Archer, then try to counter it. That seems worse to me. So Echoing Truth this, recast. They're gonna tap this. I think this is the line. And then I can chump Unicorn, and I have to take a hit off Researcher and hope to survive. Echoing Truth this. Then cast it. Get the Scattershot Archer, and then start ephemerating Soul of Migration. I might have to like do it now basically. Let's get this out of there. They're gonna obviously tap, kill the birds. I guess I could have attacked first. They would have just tapped. Get the Scattershot Archer. And then I suppose I can attack because I'm good. I guess they have Jaspera Sentinels to block here, but I'm gonna have to ephemerate this to block because I'm at 12. So let's see if they attack with everything. I go ephemerate. I can go chump, and then have 2 more blocks, and then I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I can survive. Still need to find Stonehorn and then find Archaeomancer. So, oh, they're making a bunch of mana. They're gonna Deep Analysis here. Deep Analysis is interesting. I mean, I guess they can like put it into the graveyard with Winding Way, but is it really that great? Not sure. They have Mole Drifter or something? I think this is deep analysis. Yeah. Okay, resolves. Nothing I can do. We're still in a lot of trouble, but now we're like having the out of finding one of the three stone horns. Another benevolent bodyguard, sure. All these triggers going around. Set up yields if I turn them off, or maybe I haven't set them up this game. Somehow we're behind on time. Might just be dead also because their researcher is getting pretty big. It's an 8-8 and it's going to be 10. So I have to just like chump with everything here and then top deck Stonehorn Dignitary basically. Yeah, today's been rough. Today has been rough. So we can survive, I think. And I think I need to let the dog out. I think the door might be closed for him. So, see, I ephemerate this. Oh, they're giving this protection from white. Yeah, GG's. Forgot about that. GG's. Give me a 1 minute break here, and then we'll get back into the next game. They said GG. That was brutal. Let me just fire up the next one, and then I'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Pretty quick break. Haven't even fired for this next game yet. So I'll keep playing. I'll probably finish out this league, especially if we can actually like start winning. Great. I don't know if you can hear that car alarm going off. Motorcycle set it off. But probably finish out this league and then probably play a Legacy Cube Draft as well. I think that'll be fun on stream. All right. We're against Joaquin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I just got a mulligan. And I actually need to see this text real quick. Okay, this has got to be a keep. This is a renewal into Mully D hand. Let's keep. I think I need to put back a Mully D here. It's close. I could put back like a land because I have the bounce land. I could put back like the wilds. Keep both Mully Ds. All right, let's do it. You can just preordain into lands. But you can't always preordain into Mully Ds. Another renewal. Stonehorn's actually pretty good against Affinity. I think I need to top. And then I might even play Chancery. I could draw another basic. I think this is better because if I don't draw an untap basic, I can drop another renewal and Chancery next turn. All right. I think we just go in. Combo. First time we've done this on stream today. And then I'm discarding what? Hmm. I don't know what to discard. I really don't. Excuse me. Like, discarding island seems kind of suspect. Might just have to discard Chancery, but I kind of need the lands too, especially if I'm keeping Soul of Migration. I could discard Archaeomancer, just because that's like the slowest thing. I'm going to do it because I want to keep Renewal plus Migration to make a big board in the air, because I think that's how I can win this matchup too. I was going to say, I don't want to see a Tog, so that's good. I mean, I guess I could still play it here. 4-4, 4-4, 4-4. Jeez. And a Tog? Oh my god. Yeah, this is Chancery. Okay, there's Late to Dinner. Oh my god, we're just like in a really rough spot here. Have to do this basically to survive. Games 2 and 3 obviously get a lot better because we have 4 Dust to Dust, 2 Revoke Existence in the sideboard, plus Hydroblasts. Oh my god. So it's Affinity with Disciple. Like, if we take any damage, we're just like dead. They have 0 cards in hand. So if we are able to find Ephemerate, then we might have a chance. Journey to Nowhere, Echoing Truth. Does Journey to Nowhere on their Atog give us a chance? I think it does, right? Because we Journey to Nowhere the Atog, they can sack, draw a card. They probably only sack that to draw. We go to 19. Then on our turn, then on their turn, they attack with everything. We go chump 1, take 12, 13 damage. And then we can Late to Dinner the Stonehorn Dignitary and keep playing. Additionally, there's an Echoing Truth. So we could Echoing Truth all the Sojourner's Companions, go to chump the Atog this turn. I'm just worried. Oh no, then they can just sack the Companion to the Atog and counter the Echoing Truth. Let's just go bottom top. Journey to Nowhere Atog. They're going to sack draw. And then I'm going to plan to go chump, take 13, go to 7, and then Late to Dinner the Stonehorn, and then maybe set up a lock later. But that's what I have to do. I have this counterspell as well, but gonna have to Chancery back the Ash Barrens here. So we have to get this out of there. They draw a card, they drain us down to 19. They might even want to sack like a couple more artifacts. Looks like they're not going to. Okay. Then Chancery, bounce Ash Barrens, pass the turn, and then we're going to plan to go again chump, take 13. We could even go take 16, kill this, but that's a little greedy because then any Galvanic Blast they find for the rest of the game kills us. And I want this to go to the graveyard actually, so I can Late to Dinner, have them skip another combat. They're playing Disciple. Yeah, okay. We can win. We can win. We just need to lock them out of the game. Just need to lock them out of the game. That's it. No big deal. Just lock them out of casting spells and attacking. We can do that, right? We actually have a chance. I think I get planes here. I think I get planes. Maybe island was better there. Not sure. They could have sacked all their they could have sacked all their lands, and maybe swung for lethal, but they didn't know what we have. Like, what if they sacked all their lands and then we just went like White Source Ephemerate, or I don't know exactly. Maybe we already played our land, but I don't think we played Chancery after that, right? So what if they sacked all their lands and then we just went like Plains Ephemerate, then they lose? So I think they played fine. That would have been pretty risky. Okay. So now the question is, I'm definitely needing to go late to dinner on the Stonehorn Dignitary. I could leave up Counterspell, but I think I want to just hope they don't draw a good card on this next turn, which, given how the day is going, they probably will. Um, so I think I want to just play Renewal, late to dinner Stonehorn, and then that sets me up for like an Evoke Moldrifter to try to find Ephemerates next turn. Yeah, love it, love it. Let's go Renewal into late to dinner Stonehorn Dignitary. I think Stonehorn actually is decent in this matchup, as you can see by this game. Okay, they skip their next combat. We're at 7, so we just want them to draw a land this turn. That would be huge. Thoughtcast is probably the worst possible draw for us. Thoughtcast into more stuff. Okay, so now we go for Evoke Molly D. Draw 4. Could have also gone for Evoke Soul of Migration. But I need to draw 4, and there's the Ephemerate. Okay, nice. So still going to have to Ephemerate the Stonehorn, but that'll buy us a bunch of time, and they can't actually interact with Galvanic Blast because of Renewal, so I think we just let this go. I guess I go for Ephemerate right now to see. No, I just let this go and just don't bring it back because we found the Ephemerate. Say no. We have another Moldy that we can do next turn, or even this turn. Just Ephemerate now and see if this happens. Oh, I could have played Island first, leave up Counterspell. So playing a little loose. And now that that resolved, I think I want to just go Evoke and then draw 4. Another Renewal, nice. Gonna use it. Okay. And maybe should have left up counter there because we could die to an Atog, but I think it's good to just get ahead here, hope we don't die, and then now we're like super far ahead, and now we can just potentially just find our Chaomancer and lock them out. They're skipping their next combat again, so we have time. We have time. So let's go Ponder. There's late to dinner. I can late to dinner Moldrifter to keep drawing, and there's another Ponder as well. It's got to be good enough, right? I think it's good enough. Let's just go cast. I think I tap like this, cast late to dinner. Oh, there's our Chaomancer. I didn't know that that was in the yard. Okay, I forgot I discarded that. Okay, never mind then. I want to do this a little bit differently. I want to leave up 1 white mana. Okay, and Counterspell. So late to dinner, they're our Chaomancer. Our Chaomancer back a Fem. Yield, and now this should be essentially the lock. And then I just flicker this. Now we have Counterspells up, and I think they're skipping 2 more combats, if I'm not mistaken. And we should just be, again, set up to counter their spells for the rest of the game. Get back Counterspells if we need to. They drew some lands on these key turns, so Disciple. I think that can just resolve. I don't think that changes anything. I mean, I might as well counter it because I can get back Counterspell. All right, nice. I think we got him. Ephemerate this. Get back a Fem. And then just Ephemerate this. I think they're skipping 1 more combat if I'm not mistaken. I guess I can get back Ponder or even Preordain here. Just find more Ephemerates at this point. Soul of Migration we don't need. Chancery we don't need. There's another Ephem. Okay, nice. And then just Ephemerate this. Just make sure we don't mess up. And then just pass the turn, leave up Counterspell and Prohibit, or I guess, or Prohibit, and just start attacking there. I need to pay attention to how many more combats they're skipping now. I think we should be good. We have 2 Ephemerates exiled. Yeah, when this deck finally like gets going, it's so fun. Let's yield to this. And then we just start flickering the Archaeomancer, getting back the FMs. It's pretty fun to do this part too. It's really not fun for the. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the Stonehorn. It's fine though. It doesn't matter. And how many combats do they have left to skip? They have one more combat left to skip right now, and then I think another one. So they have two more to skip, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just go cycle this, get island. We need more islands to leave up more counters. Then ephemerate this, get back ephem. And now just ephemerate this, sure. And then I guess I can play renewal, then attack for 2. And then eventually now we can start playing out our Soul of Migration and getting a clock in the air and then kill them. And yeah, our Archaeomancer has been better than Mnemonic Wall. Just costing 1 less mana is better. And honestly, the 2 toughness, I don't think has ever really cost me a game. The 2 toughness has never cost me a game. Yeah, they have 2 more combats up to skip. Has never cost me a game, so I think it's, oh shit, this only is gain 1. Whoops, and I go to 5. Shit, this might have been a misplay. Forgot about the disciples in the food. Okay, well, let's not crack the other food. Guess we could have gained 1, but... Alright, and then we just get these ephemerates back. This takes a long time, but this is how you're supposed to do it. You just keep getting back ephemerate on the rebound. And then looking good. Crack now, just taking actions at this point. And then 1, 2, 3. Might as well get a clock going in the air now, I think. They have a couple combats left to skip. Just keep their renewal in play as well. We have 2 counter spells up. They have 2 cards in hand. They could sandbag cards here and then like play a Tog, play Thoughtcast, go off, but I don't think they have that, so I think we're good. Okay. I could have ephemerated end of turn, just honestly just trying to play a little bit faster here. Let's attack in the air. Then have them skip some more combats. They're at 4. Okay. And I guess we just get back another counter here. So now we have triple counter spell up. And they're at 4, and we have flyers in the air, and they're still skipping combats. I'm actually kind of surprised we won this game. Just going to counter this. I don't want them to drain us with Disciple. And that can resolve. That's just a redraw. Obviously, I need to counter Togs and stuff, so if they have 3 more must counter spells, we could lose, but I don't think that's really possible. Yeah. Might as well just get these back and then attack. They have Galvanic Blast targeting us. Okay, resolves. We still have double counter. They probably should have gone for this on their turn. Oh, Deadly Dispute. Drain. Oh, do they have another Deadly Dispute for lethal? Should have countered the Gal Blast. Counter this. If we lose, I guess we can crack food. I guess I crack food to gain 1 life to play around that, right? Crack food, go to 2. Oh, but then another Deadly Dispute kills us anyway, right? Because then we go down to 2 from these Disciple triggers, so that doesn't actually work. So another Deadly Dispute does kill us, which is pretty hilarious. I guess if they go for Deadly Dispute, it's Flicker Archaeomancer. Get back a Fen. Oh, I added mana. Whoops, doesn't matter though. I think we're safe, if I'm not mistaken. I shouldn't have flickered. I shouldn't have added white mana here. That was a mistake. But let's just get back counterspell. Okay. Now we should be safe, right? Get back prohibit and then attack. There's dispel. Whew, should have countered the galvanic blast for sure. That was a big mistake, but didn't get punished. Whew, what a game! What a game! Okay, I'll sideboard real quick, and then we'll real quickly talk about bans because I'm sure that's like what everyone is interested in. So let's sideboard real quick. I already pretty much know how I sideboard in this matchup, and I think it's like this. And then I don't know if Battle Sentinels is good. Maybe it is, especially on the Stonehorn plan. Side these out, and then take out like Renewal, one Late to Dinner. Might even have to cut one Journey going up to 3 Stonehorns. Maybe just have to cut Palace Sentinels too. I think it's actually pretty good. Should I go down to 1 Soul of Migration? Again, I think we win this matchup by Dust to Dust, killing all their lands and getting it back with our Killmans and stuff. I don't think we really need these as much. I'm going to try going down to 1. I've never tried that, but I'm going to try it. Could go to 3 Ephemerates, but I like that with the Stonehorn plan. Again, could go down to 2 Journeys, but this is also just good against like when they have 1 or 2 4/4s and getting their Atogs off the table. Guess just cut a Ponder. It's good at finding the Dust to Dust and Revokes, though. What's the last cut? Journey or Ephemerate? I think going to 3 Ephemerate is fine, especially post board. The game slows down a lot. Okay. Okay, we have a minute to talk here before I submit. Yeah, it's certainly not that much fun for the opponent. Yeah, they had chances. I don't think they drew that well. I also don't think I played perfectly. I could have played a little bit better to maybe give them less chances, but regardless, okay. Honestly, what I'm hoping for bans, I want to see Chatterstorm and Galvanic Relay go. People say like, oh, Relay isn't the problem. It is a problem. Like, I think there's going to be other decks that come up that like play a bunch of rituals and then you have to counter them, or they just relay and then they get too much card advantage and you can't stop it. So I want to see both the Storm cards go, Relay go. I want to see Chatterstorm go. Then something from Affinity needs to go. I actually want to see I think I'd rather see the Artifact Dual Lands go because I think they're just really strong. And I think banning all of them would be a good choice. That's probably what I would choose. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's likely to be either any combination of Soldier's Companion, Mirror Enforcer, or Tog. One or more of those, I think, is likely to be the ban. I don't know if Monarch or Tron is going to get messed with. I would probably do like a pretty big ban. I would probably just get Monarch out of there too. I might even get Tron out of there. It's tough to say. It's tough to say because if you just ban like the affinity tap lands and like just the Chatterstorm cards, like Tron might just take over again. Um, I guess then if all that crap gets banned, then you just have to play this deck. Yeah, I could see Ephemerate being banned as well. This card is really dumb. I thought Ephemerate like I don't know if any of you guys or girls played Jeskai Flicker back when Jeskai Flicker was the best deck, but I thought Ephemerate was for sure going to get banned because the play patterns were so atrocious. Like both players just like drawing their entire decks every game, matches taking the full amount of time all the time. I mean, yeah, Pauper is a grindy format, but I thought Ephemerate was going to go a long time ago, and it hasn't yet. So I could see Ephemerate going. I could see Tron going. I don't think they're going to ban all the Monarch cards, unfortunately. It's kind of tough for them to do. So who knows? We'll have to just see what they do. Hopefully the ban is tomorrow, and hopefully I'm planning to stream another day. So they took Chancery. I'm just going to play a second one right now, I think. The fact that they were so scared of it, I'm down to just play. Classic. Whatever you duress or Thoughtseize, the opponent top decks, right? Can't Thoughtseize the top of the deck. And they're missing land drops. Didn't even notice. I was just talking. Let's find Dust to Dust, shall we? Bottom, top. I think my fiance's home. Hydroblast and Plains. I think I can just bottom. Yeah, Hydroblast is good, but we already have Journey. I'm just looking for Artifact Destruction to lock them out. There we go. Now they need to duress us again, or they lose. Hopefully they find land this turn and it's a tap land. Then I just exile both lands. Yeah. I mean, Lotus Petal probably should not be legal either, but I mean, it's not really doing anything too crazy right now. I mean, it is obviously in the Storm deck, but that's not really the problem. So, played a million cantrips, found the Dust to Dust. Seems good. Okay, wow. Can you like not do this Magic Online? Are you serious? Okay. This looks good. They found another land. Okay. We can Muldrifter, Ephemerate. Ooh, there's a Palace Sentinels. I'm kind of down to just do that, right? I mean, I could also just hardcast Muldrifter, but they're not anywhere near taking the Monarch, so I'm just going to do this. Sweet. Draws towards more Dust to Dust. Sounds good. All right. Palace Sentinels. Okay, now they can Deadly Dispute, draw 3, Ancestral Recall, get back into it. But we can also just find more Dust to Dust and keep them locked out. Or find Archaeomancer. Let's go Ponder. Galvanic Blast the Palace Sentinels. That is fine. I'm not going to bring it back. I don't really care about that. This seems good. Counterspell seems pretty great. Another Mullidy seems solid too. No. Then let's just go Ponder. Revoke Existence. Do I want to just revoke one of their lands right now, keep them down on artifacts, or leave up Counterspell? I think I'm down to just revoke. Just keep getting their lands. I think this is a good strategy in this matchup. Okay, we don't have Counterspell up, but still feeling pretty good. The Dust to Dust and Revoke plan, I think, is really great. Yeah, you're saying you wonder how strong Chatterstorm would be without Relay. Maybe not the best deck, but the problem is it can still win on turn 1. Yeah, the first Chatterstorm list didn't use Relay, but they should have. They just didn't know they should have. But because Chatterstorm can win on turn 1, you have to really account for that with your deck building concessions, and it like really warps the meta. So I don't think you really want to do that. Okay, let's go Preordain right now. We're kind of getting stuck on lands a little bit, but I mean, we're still doing fine here, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I'll go bottom, top, and then now it's just Evoke Mullidy. Evoke Mullidy, and then use the renewal, leave up Counterspell, and then this should be good. Whoa, getting stuck on lands? I mean, Affinity players not getting stuck on land, they're getting their lands destroyed. So come on. We have 6 hate cards for the matchup. They would totally be functioning, probably casting like Thought Casts and Deadly Disputes and drawing cards and stuff, but we're keeping them down on lands. So And we're not really getting stuck on lands. I just meant like we missed one land drop, I think. There's another Evoke, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. We came to Revoke, right? Okay, and then what am I discarding? Okay, they just concede. Nice. Got him. Advance the 2-2. Going up to see if we can 3-2 and go positive in this league. Get the one chest going. And yeah, I mean, we got a little lucky. We did well to win game one there. We were able to assemble the walk or like soft walk and then got him. Affinity doesn't need any bans. It's like, yeah, but we played 6 hate cards for the matchup, and then like when you see like when we play other matchups, we don't have enough hate because our entire like half our sideboard is taken up with hate for affinity because I think you just need that. So I don't know. I think I think that's actually I think it's actually pretty good to ban something out of affinity. I think like without banning something out of affinity, it's going to be so rough for us. They're not. You're not serious. You got me there. You got me. I thought you were serious. See you, Winfro. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I am recording this entire thing for YouTube, so this will be a long recording. I think I am going to try to do a quick cube draft after this next game. Um, so yeah, that'll probably be a separate recording for YouTube. But gonna finish this league, play a cube draft, and then be done. Yeah, but this has been super fun hanging out. All right, what are we gonna play against in the 2-2 bracket? Another affinity deck? Are we gonna play against Chatterstorm? I don't wanna face Chatterstorm if we can help it. I also honestly thought about playing Chatterstorm today because it's like my last chance to play it, and honestly, I probably only played like 3 or 4 weeks of Chatterstorm total. I just never played the deck that much. I felt like honestly it wasn't the best content, just because yeah, there is a lot of decisions, but honestly, I felt like the gameplay wasn't as fun to watch as a lot of other matchups. And then once I brewed this deck, I was just having so much fun playing it. I just couldn't stop jamming it. So I just haven't played that much Chatterstorm, and hopefully the bands come out tomorrow, and then depending on my like plans on the weekend, hopefully I'll be able to stream some challenges or something and play this deck and some Pauper challenges. So that I think that would be a lot of fun. So far, the Palace Sentinels has been pretty fantastic. I mean, we're drawing it in spots like where we draw it early and then they don't have any creatures on board and then we just jam. So the Palace Sentinels has been much better than Seagate Oracle so far. You know what's another card I thought of? I don't know if I was saying this before. Obviously, I do remember I was saying the Echoing Truth could go, the Palace Sentinels is fine. So the last flex slots could be like Oblivion Ring, but also one Bonder's Ornament um, could be pretty sweet. And okay, since we're doing this, let me show you. This idea actually came to me from a somebody who commented on YouTube. Okay, we're not gonna have time to do it. I have like I have somewhat of a like a surprise, and it was just another brew based around this engine. But we'll have to wait on that because we're getting to this game. Pauper Tam, what's up? I know you comment on the videos a lot. How's it going? Sunscape Familiar, like I think if you go Sunscape Familiar, you might as well just be fams at that point. I'm not really sure, but I think you might as well just be Blue White fams. Yeah, this hand's not great, but I like the Ash Barrens into Chancery hand. It's fine. We can hit land drops. Okay, Snow Covered Island Ponder, probably Fae. And our hand's really clunky, but again, I think it's a keep. We have Renewal plus Mull Drifter combo. We have a Journey, we have Prohibit and Late Dinner, so we have like a lot going on. They chose to not shuffle. Brutal. Let's play this, pass. And I am going to have to discard a card on this Chancery, but I could discard maybe Soul of Migration. Not sure. Mono blue, jeez. We keep also getting the draw in this matchup, which is just brutal. All right, let's add 1 mana, play Chancery, bounce Ash Barrens, cycle Ash Barrens for Island, and then hope we don't get ninja'd. It's not the best game plan to just hope we don't get ninja'd, but it is a plan. So I'm wondering if I want to evoke this to make a huge board, or if I want to try to late to dinner it. Like I could discard one of these counter spells. I think the choice for discarding is between Prohibit, Soul of Migration, Counterspell. I'm leaning towards Soul of Migration because we can always evoke Mole Drifter. Maybe it's just a counterspell because I can start tapping out for stuff. It's close. It's close. I can't like evoke both these creatures with renewal, but if they counter one, I want the other one to be able to. Yeah, I think it's just a counter. That's kind of a tough discard there. There's a Bant Stonehorn Dignitary deck with Sunscape Familiar. It's just that's like Rainbow fams, I think. You should talk to who is it? Calicaz? Is that how you say the guy's name? The best fams player. He just plays fams all the time and plays super fast. I do like this matchup. It is really close, and being on the draw can be rough, but I think this matchup is reasonable. If they ninja us here, I'm just going to try to Journey. Okay, they don't. I mean, I guess I'm going to try to Renewal. I think that's better than anything else. I could just pass, but if they have Spell Stutter, we get wrecked, and they probably do, but I think I'm just going for this. Maybe they don't really know about the power of it, and they let it resolve. They should definitely counter it. If they counterspell it, that's probably better for me, because then at least they don't have Spell Stutter. All right, well, that's not ideal. All right, and then if they ninja bringing back Spell Stutter, we're in a lot of trouble. We need lands as well. Elusive Spellfist. Okay, going deep with the Spellfist, huh? They probably still have Counterspell. I'm kind of wishing I ditched this so I could just late to dinner it. Didn't really consider this getting countered. Probably should have ditched this rather than the Prohibit. No Ninja, and there's Ephemerate. Okay, well, all I can do is really evoke Mole Drifter. Hope they don't have actual Counterspell. Just Divination. Really need this to resolve. Okay. Need to draw land too. Land? Brutal. Alright, I'll just discard one of these Ephemerates. I guess I could have discarded the Soul of Migration there as well to just late to dinner that if I draw an untapped land. Yeah, this is just not going well. Don't think they have Ninja. They would have cast it, right? Guess they could have Spellstutter Sprite here. I think I'm just going Ponder, looking for land. Okay. I have to keep these. So let's draw the Tranquil Cove this turn. Let's play Journey, then play Tranquil Cove. And then next turn we're drawing untapped land, and then we can go for stuff. So if they don't have much in their hand, we might be able to just get them. Do they have second Spellstutter Sprite, or do they have actual Counterspell? I would love it if they Counterspell this. Nice. This doesn't seem that good. I mean, they probably have 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, but I guess this is a way to get through with Ninja, but is that really what you want? At least a Spellfist in that deck? Okay, there's Delver. Might need to find Stonehorn pretty soon here. Okay, So now we just need to have this Evoke Soul of Migration plus Ephemerate Resolve, I think. Their board is just too massive. And maybe we die to Spellfist after I talk shit about it. Counterspell. If they have it, then sure, we just get tempoed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another counterspell. Okay. Get tempoed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this doesn't flip and they don't have a spell to pump Spellfist, we don't die. It'll probably flip on like a counterspell. Okay, just nothing in hand. Okay. That's only 6. We go to 1. Could still find Stonehorn. Stonehorn off the top. Oh, they have Ninja. Okay. It's Xaxes. We got this. We got this. Let's do the plan in the matchup. Go down these cards. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe I want more Stonehorn Dignitary specifically because of Elusive Spellfist. It sounds weird, and I know I was just talking trash about that card, but I think that's actually fine. I can cut like one Ponder. Just don't like cantrips as much against Spellflutter Sprite. Maybe I want all the Stonehorns in this matchup, but I think I still want to just Soul of Migration them mostly. I can Journey the Spellfist potentially. Yeah, let's change it up. Let's have 2 Stonehorns because of Spellfist. This is also why I don't like generally sideboarding guides. Like, I think you want to make sideboarding decisions often based on what you see and how your opponent plays. So, sweet. All right. Waiting on the opponent here. Okay, I guess now I kind of referenced the surprise, and it's not anywhere near complete. But let's go to it. It's just another style, and this was somebody was suggesting playing, where is it? I can't find it. Esper Evoke. Someone was like, should you splash for Mournwelk in this deck as well? And I was like, the mana is going to get really bad, and the mana is really bad. But I've played a couple practice games with the deck. The deck seems fine. I think, honestly, this is worse than Blue-White Evoke. But there is one thing like that is interesting about this list compared to the Blue-White version. And one, you get Mournwelk, which is just kind of nice. Looks like our match started. I'll go back in a second. But also you get Cast Down, especially post-ban. And Cast Down compared to Journey to Nowhere can be returned with Archaeomancer, which is really nice. And you just get better removal in black. You get Duress. I have a couple more Duress in the sideboard. The Echoing Decay right now for Chatterstorm. Obviously, this is going to have to be rebuilt a little bit, but the mana is worse. Like, I'm playing all these Thriving Lands right now, which is just not that great. Only 2 bounce lands as well to make room like for mana fixing. But Mournwelk, I just don't know if this card is good enough. The discard 2 seems like it's decent, but it's only a 3/3, which is just like kind of like sus. But um, the deck, it's a cool idea, and if the mana was a little bit better, it might be worth it. But I think the blue-white version is just better. But yeah, you can screenshot this or go back on YouTube and pause and look at the list and get the list here. But let's go back and let's play first. We're on the play here. Oh man, this hand. I think this hand's actually just a mulligan. Like we're in the tempo matchup and this hand just doesn't do anything. It's just mulligan. Oh god, not like this. Not like this. Brewing Orzhov Evoke. Yeah, I think the problem with Orzhov Evoke is you don't get Mully D. But it seems sweet too. They mulligan as well. We're going to 5. We have 0 lands. Okay. This is how you come back from a 5. You draw a Mully D after opening this hand. Let's put back an Ash Barrens and a Stonehorn. And then let's just go Island Go. They kept on 6. Okay. Yeah, I did think about Orzhov Evoke as well, but then you just have Soul of Migration and oh yeah, Boros Evoke. I could be mistaken. You might have sent me like a list like that. I don't really recall, but um, maybe, maybe you sent me a list like that. Let's just resolve this. I guess I could have left up Prohibit, but I'd rather just resolve Renewal while I know I can. Okay, well, maybe somebody else sent me a different Boros Evoke list. Um, there's also this is a little awkward with the Chancery here. I don't get to leave up Prohibit, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Um, there is also Heisen01. Check him out on YouTube. I think he's Italian, so most of his content's not in English, but he actually kind of was the inspiration for this deck because he has a Mardu Reanimator deck. And it's like Mardu, it's like Evoke. It doesn't play Renewal, I don't think, but it plays Ephemerate, and it plays like two Mournwell, a couple Soul of Migration, and then this red card that gets back instants and sorceries with Madness, and then it plays like Cleansing Wildfire and all that type of stuff. So it's a oh yeah, Revolutionist, yeah. Um, so that was actually the inspiration for this deck because I was like, wow, Soul of Migration seems sweet. And then I was like, wait a second, Soul of Migration with this? Let's go. And then I obviously wanted to be blue for Mole Drifter. And originally, like the first time, like when I brewed this deck, I was calling it Blue White Reanimator because I was trying to reanimate. Um, but let's just pass here. I'm not gonna just jam Archaeomancer into a counterspell with nothing in the graveyard, but rather just leave up Prohibit. Delver. Okay, I'm gonna try to counter that. Just need to draw Molly D here. Probably will jam Archaeomancer next turn. Now that we have the Prohibit in the yard. I guess I should just do this end of turn and just play correctly. Mulligan to 5 here. So obviously it's going to be a little rough. Opponent not really doing much though, giving us a chance. Let's get Island. Let's get Island, then draw Molly D. No, Dispel is actually a really good draw though. I can resolve this Archaeomancer potentially. Really good draw there. Getting back Prohibit's kind of nice too. I guess I don't get to leave up. I don't get to leave up Ephemerate here, but once this resolves, they don't really have much removal. Oh, okay, well, never mind. Still got to pick a fight there though, and now future Evoke creatures I draw are more likely to resolve. So, yeah. Stormbound, guys. People have brought this in against me. I don't think it's that good in the matchup. Counterspell, Journey to Nowhere. I mean, I guess I just journey this, right? Guess that these are good enough. They're probably better than random cards. Drawing Counterspell next turn just seems good. They're not really doing much, so I think I have time. Yeah, I have to draw Chancery after that, which isn't ideal, but it's okay. Miscreant. Pass. Okay. And again, next turn we're drawing land. But they're not doing that much. I guess if they ninja us here, we lose, but okay. Don't do it. No, they're doing it. Man, that's brutal. We're drawing land, so they're going to draw another card off Ninja. Looks like we're going 2-3 in this league, most likely. Not the best result. I just counter this, I guess. They also have a Miscreant. They're not playing it because they have a counterspell. Jeez. Yep, I think we die. Don't really know what we can draw to get out of it at this point. Because I could have let the Fairy Seer resolve and then try to like Mole Drifter with counter backup. Maybe they don't have actual counterspell, and then we can just resolve like Soul of Migration or something. Yep, looking bad though. I'm almost sure they have counterspell the way they didn't play Miscreant with 2 mana there. Of 1 mind, sure. going down to mono blue. Again, this matchup is really close. So we're 1-2 against mono blue on the day. So pretty rough. But still had this league was still super fun. The first league was actually the first games were actually really fun too. In the first league we started. Journey to Nowhere. Try to play it. Spell Stutter Sprite. Yep. Okay. We're at 13, so we're not dead on board yet. If they don't have actual counterspell and we top deck Soul of Migration, snap. Okay, well, still we have double FM, so maybe there's a way. Soul of Migration could still do it. Soul of Migration to save the league. No. GG's. Got wrecked there. The 4-1s have officially come to an end. Okay, and then again, I think this deck is sweet, but I think the mana is just not good enough. 3-color decks are tough in Pauper. You have a few less basics, so you have less untapped lands with this deck. But your late game is pretty sick. Also, only one counterspell because it's kind of harder to cast. But maybe could be more of a black splash and play more islands and then play some more counterspells and just have a couple cast downs. Maybe lose the duress. But this deck seems sweet. GG's, yeah, GG's. That was a lot of fun. So let's see here. I think I'm gonna just take like a couple minute break, just like a 2-minute break. It'll be real quick, and then come back for a legacy cube draft. So stick around if you want to do a quick cube draft, and I will be right back.